Morning, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Special shout out to all the dads. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Just want to remember all those fathers who have passed, especially thinking about the people that have lost their dads in the past year. And maybe there's something special we can do this week to honor them in their memory. So yesterday in the church, it was the 12th Sunday of Ordinary Time. Other than a couple of feast days between now and the end of November, Ordinary Time is what carries us to Advent. Ordinary, the everyday, the usual, the expected, even the simple. But isn't that where the magic happens? In the ordinary. Like times around the kitchen table, or hanging out, preparing a meal. Ordinary events like taking a walk, having a good conversation, reading a book, watching a movie, playing a game, cards, hanging out on the deck. Ordinary things that often, when fully present to, become extraordinary. Doing ordinary things with extraordinary presence or love is what I think makes a good day. And you string enough of these good days together and you make a good life. Ordinary. As Mother Teresa was often caught saying, the world doesn't need any more extraordinary things. It needs ordinary things done with extraordinary love. Extraordinary love. Extraordinary presence and listening are the great gifts of love. Perhaps that's how we combat fear. Fear that seems to dominate so much of the day-to-day in our lives and even our world. So what's ordinary about the summer of 2020? I tell you one thing, it's anything but ordinary. Sure, school's winding down. We have a number of things to wrap up, but ordinary, I don't think so, not this year. The ordinary things like summer camp and road trips and vacations or travel. Times with friends, family, celebrations, fireworks, barbecues, even time on the beach. These are all going to be a little different, not ordinary. So what do we settle into? What might be ordinary? Or what might we hold on to? In yesterday's gospel, Jesus begins by telling his disciples, his students, do not be afraid. See, he's combating fear. He goes on to say, everything will be made clear. Everything will come out into the light. Everything will be heard from the rooftop. And the physical or the body or the temporary will pass, and that's okay. Don't be afraid. He says it again. Every hair in your head has been counted. So there's no need to be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. 3 times in this brief verse that Matthew shares, Jesus tells us not to be afraid. 3 times. It's got to be important. In this, he also tells us to trust, to let go, to be present, to believe. Believe that God is with us, and that all things will work out in the end. And if they haven't worked out, then perhaps it isn't the end. So don't be afraid. Doesn't it sound simple? Ordinary. Wouldn't this ability to trust be great? Wouldn't it be freeing, even life-giving? So perhaps that can be our focus this week, to listen to Jesus when he says, don't be afraid, to truly listen. Not to be dismissive. Yeah, I got it. Don't be afraid. I got it. No problem. But to truly let the words in. Let us hear it in a new way. And let go of the fears that often get in the way. Fears that on one level creep into our thoughts. They bring doubt. They bring uncertainty. They bring unnecessary worry. Or fears on another level, a deeper level, that often cripple or paralyze someone. Can we let go of 1 or 2 moments this week of these fears as they arise? As you know they will. Can we settle into Jesus' imploring, his loving invitation to let go and not be afraid? Can we? May you embrace and be fully present to the ordinary times or moments in this week ahead. And if you'd like a little help in doing this, I've included a simple prayer practice or meditation that might help you if you tried a few times to be present to these moments. Give it a go and let me know what you think. Peace. Have a great week, everybody.